Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you're listening to this podcast, and welcome to Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Mark Gooch, and joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Mate, one of those things, one of my topics was, where do you draw the line with charity? And I looked and I was like, I know why this is in here.
Good. Then let's start the show.
Can't wait till I get a new roof in this place.
Well, I'm glad it's not flooded in there after all that rain.
There's a little bit of flooding. I've tried to seal the door, but I didn't try. Reminders, not reminders. Podcast. I love looking at these because they're so retarded.
What?
Should I read the latest one I did?
What are you looking at? Oh, your notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you yeet turtles? See, I know what this topic's about.
Do you yeet turtles?
Do you yeet? I know what this topic's about, but
Good, because I don't.
Do you yeet turtles?
I don't know what you. I don't know
yes
what you
or
mean.
no question. Do
I
you
don't
yeet
know what
turtles?
you mean. What do you mean? Do I lob turtles?
Do you yeet turtles?
I'm gonna say no.
Good. So you use paper straws.
What are you on about?
McDonald's no longer yeets turtles because they use plastic now.
What do you mean yeet
Five
turtles?
Guys do yeet turtles because they use plastic straws. So they yeet the turtles into death.
Do you just what?
Save the environment. Please use paper. Don't yeet the turtles.
You can't say it like it's something that it's a common phrase everybody knows.
It will be, trust me.
Don't yeet the
Yeeting
turtles.
the meat in the turtles. Yeah, don't yeet the turtles because turtles.
You're replacing the word killed with yeet.
Yeah, you got to yeet them away. Don't yeet the turtles.
You're right, Matt.
It's what I had written down. It just makes me laugh. I'll tell you what's insane, which I don't.
Many things are insane.
I don't understand. I could probably I haven't researched it, but I want to hear your opinion. I don't understand how hive minds work or how they do work.
How what work?
Hive minds.
Hive minds?
Do you know, like ants, termites, bees? They have a hive mind.
Oh, okay. I understand roughly what you're saying.
Well, they can all like understand each other. They know what's going on.
How you can work in a colony, I think.
Yeah,
I think you're
yeah.
thinking of. Why have you given them the name hive mind?
Because that's what it's called. So
Is
they work
it?
in a hive.
Oh.
And they all kind of have the same mind.
Let's just work in as part of a colony.
Yeah, but it's insane. Like they're all in sync. It's crazy.
Well,
Like one ant can find a worm, bite it, and then all the other warrior ants come along and just like they ain't go back and say, "Yo, there's a worm over there." But I know ants use chemicals and they follow chemicals, but like bees, they have a hive mind.
Yeah.
I don't understand how hive minds work.
Well, there was a documentary a couple of years ago where they were talking about, in reality, humans are basically living in, quote unquote, a hive of our behaviour, of where we're all together, we all go and do our duties, and then we all know where to go, and we all follow each other out, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a society.
And we do, but basically we are naturally a colony. We know that anyway. But if you watch, someone did a fantastic time-lapse in this documentary of several areas in London, and you can just see over time, we look a lot like ants. Where just at certain points we'll all appear and we'll all be walking one way and we'll all disappear and disperse into these little.
Well, yeah, it depends how far you zoom out.
homes. Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Is that it's just fantastic to watch. It was like that. We are more like ants than I think we've ever.
I don't think we are, because you never have a bad ant.
What do you mean you never have a bad ant?
You never go. So this hive, if you go deep enough, you'll find.
Notice this hive.
Yeah,
and
you'll find the ant prison. Never heard that. This is where actually, if a bee gets drunk, I know this. If a bee gets drunk, they kill it.
Do they?
That's straight away.
I knew bees got drunk. I didn't know they killed it.
Yeah, because
if
they get addicted to it, because they can get addicted to getting drunk.
Okay.
It's like, mate, sorry, mate, you're dead. Sting, dead.
Useless to us. Bang.
Yeah. That's literally why they kill it.
Oh, that's fascinating. But back to your ant thing. What do you mean an ant never has a bad day?
Well, I don't know. I'm not an ant, so I can't say. But I feel like ants are like the animal that will survive for quite a long time. Because ants can be small, but they can also be massive. Because unlike humans, if we were massive, what would be our downfall?
What do you mean if we were massive?
If we were big.
So all of a sudden now we grew an awful
10
lot.
times your size. You're completely the same, you're just bigger. What would be your downfall?
Food.
No.
What would it be?
Your own bones. You would fall from the weight of your own bones.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that would be
okay.
your downfall.
Well, this is similar to the famous bee question of a bee shouldn't really be able to fly because of the
Yeah,
size of its wings. Yeah, and so if a bee was much bigger, it wouldn't be able to fly because its wings wouldn't be able to support its weight.
but its wings would get bigger.
Yeah, but it just no,
I don't know.
it just wouldn't work with
Bees are a myth.
with its mass. It
I
wouldn't
think
work.
I think bees are.
But I see what you mean. That would be true for
Yeah,
humans. Yes.
but ants can be massive because they have an exoskeleton.
Yes, they do. They do.
Yeah, which would be able to hold them because they don't weigh. Exoskeletons don't weigh a lot.
No,
That will be able to hold them.
I don't think they could be.
They
10,
have been
10
massive.
feet, 10 feet tall.
They have been massive in
but
the
I
past.
think well, loads of insects have been massive in the
Yeah.
past. Centipedes as well.
Do you know why they're small now?
Why are they small?
Oh, it's either because there's not enough carbon in the air, or there's not enough. I think it's because there's not enough oxygen in the air, but it might be carbon.
So if there was more oxygen, they'd be a lot bigger.
Yeah, because they don't actually breathe. They breathe from kind of like fish, but it's not gills. It kind of gets sucked in through their side bits.
Oh,
I
where
think.
have you got this from?
Animals are quite interesting.
Well, that's why I'm not doubting you at all. I'm just curious, obviously, where you got the information from.
I think I was watching a past thing about bugs because I know they were massive as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's how they survived, and they shrunk because of what was it? I think it's because they suck in carbon, and because trees came around that created oxygen, they had to get smaller. But I could be completely poking at the other edge. It could be there was too much oxygen, and there was then too much carbon that made them get smaller.
I'm sure we could find that out at some point,
Yeah.
because the only reference I've got is from years ago watching a show called Prehistoric Park, and they did an episode purely on insects, and they said how big they would actually be.
Yeah,
Obviously, the famous one's scorpions, giant scorpions,
yeah,
and giant centipedes are
they
the
can be
main ones I
massive.
know. Dragonflies as well. Dragonflies used to be huge, or
Yeah.
species of.
Yeah, that's
Old
because
dragonfly.
they could breathe. They don't have lungs. Oh, they probably. I don't know.
They do have lungs.
Imagine a sea spider. Like this massive spider that crawls across the ocean.
What, you mean a crab?
Nah, sea spider. It won't be hard. It'll still be a spider.
Well, then it wouldn't have the weight or pressure to pull itself down to the ground.
That's true. But then again, it could hold itself because it has got web. Just attach itself to another fish.
But then the web would be so light it would just float away.
Yeah, but it's sticky.
Yeah, but how would they aim it? They'd have to crawl onto said creature first, and then
That's-
plant their web, and then basically just water ski behind it.
That'd be so funny to see. I love the way you're bragging about you have the same rucksack that you had since you had in year 7.
He didn't say that. He said that
No,
he's been
yeah.
wearing rucksacks.
Is it the same rucksack since you had since year 7?
I've probably had it since year 7.
Oh,
but
okay.
So
oh,
yes.
yeah. This changes everything now.
No,
So
no,
it's
but
the
no,
same
but I mean, it's
rucksack.
not
Yeah.
like
I know you. You don't buy new
it wasn't
things.
my primary rucksack though at the time because it's a Beijing 2008 Olympics back from when I was drafted for table tennis, and I couldn't
flex.
really wear it to school without raising a bunch of attention and questions because it was quite an underground thing that was happening. And
This is quite an underground thing.
instead, I had
It's a little organisation. Yeah.
instead I had this small like Mackenzie Just Do It bags, the tiny ones, right?
You're awful people.
Yeah, I know,
People
we
that wear
are,
those
we
bags
are,
awful
but
people.
it's
What bags?
You know the little Just Do It ones, the ones that can
Oh,
hold
the fag bags, the
one-
drug bags.
Yeah, the ones
Yeah,
that can
yeah,
hold like
yeah.
one book. And that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, the smaller version of my one. Yeah, I hate
Right,
them.
right. But I mean, it was quite an achievement, really, getting this bag and fitting all your books for the day in it. And if you had PE that day, you'd fit the shoes, the PE kit, and all the books, and whatever else you had in that bag. Like, fitting everything in that bag was quite an achievement. Like, I don't know how I did it.
Even if I had PE on the same day as everything else, I'd still bring a different bag for my PE kit.
I know, but like it's just school rules. Like out here in the
What
in the
rules?
southeast streets,
What rules?
like southeast public schools, like there were just like rules on the streets.
Your
that-
school's like a 2-minute drive from mine.
No, I want to hear these rules.
yeah,
these rules-
you
would
went.
sh-
You went to this school.
This is why I want to hear the rules.
Oh, okay.
having one of these bags. It was
What?
like a persona.
Your
wasn't it?
rucksack.
Yeah, but it was,
I had a duffel bag.
say it was Mackenzie one, a tiny one, right? Similar to Just Do It ones. You would fit everything in there, yeah, and that would just be how it goes. Like that would be your persona. Oh, like you're one bag man.
Were you known as the one bag man?
Kind of like, oh yeah, but it was a group of people, so
So you were the one bag men.
The one bag
yeah,
man with a group.
Sure.
The one
And
bag
anyway, yeah, we're getting steamrolled here. All these glasses are in my bag. Everything's in there, and I turn away for a second, and this bag falls from my bed onto the floor, and the floor of my room, right, is quite is
Solid?
Yeah, it's. I think it, like,
Concrete?
It's
Not
not
carpet?
marble. It's not marble, but it's
Stone?
bad. Yeah, it's stone. It's very hard. It's how
So,
I.
you say marble? You
No,
think he
I
has a
said it's
marble
not marble.
floor?
I said it's
You can
not-
have marble floors. How the kitchens?
I said it's not marble, but it does look like marble. Like it's black. It's quite
black
funky.
marble.
And yeah, that's how I cracked my phone 6 months ago. But anyway, and I hear the crack, and I'm like, "Mum, yeah, it was nothing. Don't worry about it. Yeah." And
It clearly wasn't nothing.
I'm like,
You cracked
okay.
my marble
Yeah, I know. I
floor.
have no time. I have no time. So I check quickly. I'm like, "Yep, something's broken." I get out there. Just
You
to make
shook the
sure,
bag. Rattle, rattle.
His bag was dripping. He was like, "No, it's fine. It's all fine."
Yeah, I don't think it's dripping, but I'm gonna take a look at it now.
Just get some flex tape.
Have you not looked at it then since you left?
I had a peek. I had a peek to make sure things were actually broken. They are.
'Cause you just picked it up and just stabbed yourself with shards of glass.
Yeah, it's quite dangerous, but I'll do a live unboxing, if you will.
Oh yeah, because like this is what Matt does, and this is great for podcasts,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Oh man,
What do
yeah.
I do?
Sorry about the noise, headphone listeners.
It's what they want. It's what the people want.
but yeah, you got the Coke,
Yeah, the people want to hear you opening
I can't hear.
stuff. Yeah.
Can't really hear
the
those.
It's fine.
Disaronno.
Oh, there we go.
Well, at least that didn't
it
break.
didn't break. The big glass bottle didn't break.
The
You know
full.
what? You know what? I think it's not a major L. I'd say it's like a minor L.
Well, Darius, I don't want to use your dirty glasses because I have glasses just for this special occasion stored somewhere. So I'm gonna go grab them.
Oh, I should have asked. Really, I should
Yeah,
have
you
asked.
should have.
Yeah, one unbroken glass.
Once he's done, ask him some
Okay,
questions.
yeah, the
Oh.
the Disaronno glass.
Yeah, one is smashed.
Is pretty broken.
One
Like,
is-
can I drink out of that? Probably not.
I don't think that's the same thing to drink
Probably,
out.
it's probably not. No, it's probably not. Okay, one broken glass,
God.
not too badly broken.
Mind your fingers though. There's
I
gonna be
know,
shards
I
of
know,
glass
it's really
in there.
dangerous. This might be a good time to give my gift to the podcast. You might have assumed it was coming. It's an Indomie chicken ramen, right? Because it's ramen season. I don't know if you're aware of this.
I wasn't aware.
I've had that one.
Yeah, it's
Matt's
good,
had
isn't it?
that
I can
one, yeah.
recommend it. But alas,
It's the one that got me hooked.
Okay,
there
it's
we
the one that
go.
got Matt hooked.
It's a good beginner ramen to like step into a larger world. But I gotta say, I would like this to be a kind of decorative ramen.
What do you
So
mean decorative ramen?
because I don't know if you've seen the Joe Rogan podcast, but
No, I haven't,
like
no.
he has these memorabilia spread around the room from previous guests, and this can be my 2 cents right here.
Oh, so
I
you want
think.
you don't want us to use it? You want us to just keep it and
Yeah,
have it,
yeah,
like,
and it's
framed or something?
people see it and like, oh, that's pretty nifty, and then we got that from episode 21 or whatever episode this is. Oh, third glass unbroken. That's 2 out of 3 unbroken. I'll take it.
Yeah, but the best one
I
got
know,
broken.
it's a Disaronno one as well. Well, yeah, I'll leave the rest of that bag because there's
Shards of glass in there.
Shards of glass in there for later. Nothing spilt. I'll say it's a minor L because I said to myself, I'm not going to take any L's in 2020.
You don't get to choose L's.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like I
for those who don't know, what are L's? You keep
They're a
saying about
letter.
these L's.
Oh,
what are
sorry,
L's?
sorry. Yeah, for people who aren't from the southeast, sorry,
Or
southeast. You should cut that maybe. Elves, I would say they're mares. They are really tragic things that are happening in your day or life. So Meek Mill takes a lot of L's. Russ, these are just hip hop artists. I don't know who else takes L's. Like Donald Trump, Neymar.
Deji,
Yeah,
Lee Song Gibb,
Who?
Logan Paul.
Who? I've heard of that one.
Logan
and
Paul took a big L.
He-
2 big L's he took.
yeah, you just don't want to be out of these streets taking L's. It's a bad look.
Thanks for that.
On
advice.
that note, I'll pour myself a drink.
And me, please, sir.
Really?
I will keep that as decoration because
There we
me and my colleague Mick is hoping to upgrade this into another room close by. If you remember,
I do
I'm not going to
remember,
mention
yes, I
in
do
case
remember.
someone important is listening.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You just don't want to give away your personal details, really.
Yeah, so hopefully that could be on a shelf we install.
Yeah, it would be nice to very much.
That's quite sweet.
Yeah.
The Disaronno, actually. I don't think I've ever,
Oh,
really given the time to think about it.
What exactly is it? The
I actually don't have a clue. You'd have to ask Theo because he just went to the petrol garage late Christmas
mate,
Eve.
don't put Coke in that.
Why not? Is it
re-
nice on its own?
It's really
Right,
nice.
but we're not going to get wasted, are we? Like, what percent is it?
Wait, put a cap on that Coca-Cola
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah. Sorry.
Nick,
You don't want to have any more L's.
Yeah, we
literally
really
have
don't.
a sip.
I will. I mean, I'll have a sniff of it, definitely, 100%.
Yeah. Mick's not a fan of heavy drinking, but he's a taster.
Yeah, there's no heavy drinking.
It smells familiar.
It smells really nice.
It does. It does smell nice.
Have a sip.
I won't have a sip. I'm driving.
I just think, it's quite classy to sit around
You can walk
with
home.
spirit.
I will. No, I won't. I got flip flops.
Oh, you do?
I'd rather see the
Got my Grinch flip flops up there.
Oh, they're not flip flops. They're slippers.
What's the difference?
What? We're doing a flip flop and a slipper.
Well, one goes slip, the other one doesn't go flop.
One is for beach wear and shows the toes.
I could
The
wear
other
them at the
one.
beach.
And roadmen.
Shows the toes. You've done
Shows
it.
the
You
toes.
cracked it.
Yeah.
I could wear them at the beach. Slippers. I'm gonna bring it in. 2020 slippers at the beach.
We go to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Is there beaches in the Isle of Wight?
Yes, the
Are
whole
they
thing's
nice?
just an island. It's a tiny island.
Yeah,
man.
I've been to
the
the
whole
Isle of Wight.
thing is a beach.
I mean, every place is basically an island if you zoom out enough.
What great philosophy. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not follow us on Twitter too, because we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the channel. Link in the description below. Got any topics or questions that you think need a proper answer, or maybe have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below and we might include it in a future episode. Until next time.